Opening. In the tapestry of fantasy sagas, heroes often embody virtues we admire and aspire to replicate. However, lurking beneath the veneer of valor and righteousness, some beloved characters exhibit a disturbing pattern of behavior: gaslighting. This psychological manipulation, where a person makes another doubt their reality, perceptions, or memories, can be a significant red flag in a character's psychological profile, subtly woven into their heroic facade. Explanation. Gaslighting, in essence, is a form of emotional abuse that seeks to sow seeds of doubt in the target's mind, making them question their judgment, memory, and sanity. In the realm of fantasy, where the battle between good and evil is starkly drawn, the nuanced insidiousness of gaslighting by protagonists can be challenging to discern. It's often masked by the narrative's focus on their quest or moral dilemmas. Yet it's this very heroism that makes the gaslighting all the more potent and damaging. The character's esteemed position makes their manipulative behavior harder to question, both by characters within the story and by the audience consuming it. Examples. One archetypal example can be found in the figure of the wise, guiding mentor who, beneath their sage advice, subtly undermines their protégé's self-trust. They may present their perspective as the only truth, dismissing the protagonist's feelings or memories as confusion or the result of inexperience. This dynamic is visible in many sagas where the young hero, stepping into their power, is repeatedly told they're not ready, not because they truly aren't, but to keep them under the mentor's control. Another example involves the charming anti-hero, often celebrated for their complexity and moral ambiguity. Their charisma and the narrative's framing can gloss over moments where they manipulate others' perceptions for personal gain or to maintain a facade of control. These characters might rewrite past events, denying their actions or twisting the truth so subtly that both fellow characters and readers might miss the manipulation amid the anti-hero's allure. Why it matters. Recognizing gaslighting in fantasy characters is crucial because literature reflects and influences societal norms and behaviors. When heroes employ gaslighting, it can normalize the behavior, making it harder for audiences to identify and challenge it in real life. This is especially concerning in narratives consumed by younger audiences, who are in the formative stages of understanding relationships and personal boundaries. Fantasy sagas, with their broad reach and impact on cultural imagination, have a unique responsibility to portray relationships and conflicts with a mindfulness of the psychological dynamics at play. Furthermore, the portrayal of gaslighting as a tactic of the ostensibly good characters blurs the moral lines between heroes and villains, subtly suggesting that manipulative behaviors can be justified if they serve a perceived greater good. This can dilute the understanding of abuse and manipulation, complicating survivors' efforts to name and address their experiences in reality. Conclusion. The realization that our favorite heroes might be gaslighting us is unsettling. It challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths about the complexity of human and fictional behavior. Unpacking the psychological underpinnings of such actions in characters we admire demands a critical re-evaluation of what we consider heroic. It calls into question the ethical boundaries of leadership and influence, not just in the realms of fantasy, but in our real-world interactions. Literature, and fantasy in particular, holds a mirror up to society, reflecting back at us the virtues and vices we celebrate or condemn. In recognizing and critically analyzing the red flags of gaslighting in our beloved characters, we can foster a deeper, more nuanced understanding of manipulation and its impacts. This awareness can empower us to navigate our relationships with greater insight and integrity, ensuring that the tales we tell and cherish promote healthier models of interaction and influence. As we close this chapter on the analysis of heroic gaslighting, we are left to ponder a thought-provoking question. If the characters we idolize for their bravery and morals are capable of such psychological manipulation, what does that reveal about our perceptions of heroism and virtue? And more importantly, how can we discern true integrity and valor, both in the fantastical worlds we immerse ourselves in and the reality we navigate every day? Character psychology is fascinating, and sometimes our favorite characters exhibit behaviors we'd never tolerate in real life. What do you think about this analysis? Are there other characters with red flags I should cover? Let me know in the comments. Your suggestions help shape future videos.